All right, on to our favorite bets in the Premier League now. Anthony, we can kick it off with you.
Yeah, this is a classic battle of process versus results. Chelsea goes to Spurs on Saturday, and I am betting the Blues to finally see the ball go into the back of the net. And we're all going to do the Chelsea finally figured it out narratives come Sunday morning. But I like Chelsea draw no bet at plus 110. Tottenham has won 3 of 4, but the underlying performances are pretty up and down. They were okay at Fulham. They were good against City defending their own penalty area, but this is a different kind of situation. Chelsea has now scored just 1 goal in its last 5 matches, but they produced over 9 expected goals. So this is a Chelsea attack that eventually we will start to see them click. The underlying numbers, the field tilt, the process stuff that's under the hood is improving considerably to the point where I think they're the better team than Tottenham, given that Tottenham's continue to go in the other direction despite the winning. Some injury and defensive and goalie concerns for Spurs continue to persist. I'm just not a believer in this Tottenham team. Maybe they'll prove me wrong once again, but I like Chelsea draw no bet.
I'm taking Everton. They're plus 150 at home, hosting Unai Emery and Aston Villa, who've lost 3 in a row and have conceded 9 expected goals in that span. Everton have held Arsenal and Leeds in their 2 home matches under Sean Dyche to under 1.5 expected goals total. And if you're playing a team like Aston Villa, who's leaky defensively, you probably aren't going to need to play a perfect defensive game to win. The margin for error with Everton has grown under Sean Dyche, which is really important. I think that this team is going to only trend up as the season goes on. I like the matchup, like the fact that they'll be home, like the fact that Villa really doesn't have much to play for, while Everton has everything to play for. A lot of signs pointing to Everton here. Plus 150 on the Toffees. BJ, take us home.
Arsenal minus 135 on the road at the King Power Stadium against Leicester. This is pretty much the exact same price that Arsenal was against Aston Villa. And I believe that Aston Villa is a better team than Leicester at this point. Leicester coming off that horrible performance at Manchester United where they conceded 4.1 expected goals, 4 big scoring chances, and United had 19 of their 25 shots inside the penalty area. And it just goes to show what Leicester kind of is this season. They're a very good team at possessing the ball. They can progress the ball up the pitch with guys like Tielemans and James Maddison. But when they're asked to sit back in a 4-4-2 defensively and defend one of the better teams in the Premier League, they tend to struggle. And I think that's what we're going to see again here on Saturday. Arsenal's going to get Thomas Partey back, which is huge for them defending in transition, which Leicester has been pretty dangerous to guys like Harvey Barnes and Maddison as well. But the Leicester offense just cannot turn final third possession into any type of scoring chance. They're top 8 in expected threat and final third entries, but they're 17th in final third to penalty box conversion rate, which is why you see them leading the Premier League with 10 goals from outside the box. So they just don't have a clinical finisher that can get on the end of those chances. So I find it hard to believe that they're going to threaten Arsenal's penalty area. And given what we've seen from how bad they've been defensively, trying to defend big six sides, like they did against Arsenal last time when Arsenal scored 4 goals and put up 2.5 expected, I think we're going to see a very similar story like that on Saturday at the King Power Stadium. So I like Arsenal minus 135.